In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
Hey, what's up, everybody out there? This is Ed and Quinn coming to you loud from Maui. Whew! Man, what a wonderful day today was. It was sunny. Hot weather is coming back. Hopefully the spring session is about to happen. The weather has been really off lately. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the cold, but like I said before, I just don't like the rain. And when things get too wet, the grounds are all muddy, everything gets dirty and nasty, and it just becomes uncomfortable after a while. And, you know, the sun coming out, you can hear everyone mowing their yards and getting ready for spring break next week. Everybody ready for that? Are you parents ready for your child to stay home and rule the house for the next 7 days? I remember those days, man. My kids are all old and out of the house pretty much. But actually, my grandkids are getting to that age, huh, Quinn?
Yeah.
Pretty soon they're gonna go to school, and then
I didn't even want to think about that yet. That's a whole different ball game.
Yep, it is, man. It is. Right now, they're still little babies, but when they get older and they go to school, you'll be, relieved, like, yes, the DOE is kicking in. Then when spring break come, winter break come, you're like, damn! I love my child, but damn! Hey, cheers, brother. How you been?
All right.
Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I've just been down and been sick, man.
Yeah, everyone's going through the sickness. That's another reason why I don't like the winter weather too long, because then everybody starts getting sick. I was really sick the last time. In fact, I was sick when I did that one podcast and just getting over it. But feeling much better now. The weather is much better now. And hey, Maui's looking beautiful. And, while we're talking about the weather being off, like the El Nino thing, I think it's climate change. I think, our world is going through some changes. It seems like the seasons are all moved over by a couple of months, at least by 2 months. Because, the weather we're getting now, we used to get back in like November, October. You know what I mean? So everything is like moved over a couple of months. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, we used to have spring showers, but it never got this cold this late in the year. And it's snowing in Vegas.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's talking about how long winter is,
Yeah, I was tripping out when I saw a post in Nevada. Someone built a snowman, and it was on grass. So I mean, that's a trip. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, hey, the climate is changing. Our polar caps starting to melt, starting to reveal some stuff like, little cities, pyramids. I don't know. Do you believe in that kind of stuff?
Like when I was listening, it sounds like, what is that one movie? Fifth Element, like right in the beginning when there's those robots.
Right. They're in the pyramid.
We talk about that scientist.
That's what Luke Perry.
Yeah.
He's one that just passed away.
Yeah.
That one scene, yeah, but yeah, right. That's when the boys was reflecting the sun so you can have light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of study, right?
Who's to say? Because like they said, California all used to be under the ocean, and so when the water receded, for some reason, something happened to make the earth change, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? A desert in California, what used to be once a ocean bed, and they're finding whale carcasses, skeletons out there, shark, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I mean, who knows? Maybe there was cities before, and then something happened with the earth to make it shift over so that the Antarctic used to be some tropical area before, where like these built cities and had pyramids and all that. I don't know. They said that they're finding that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, they think like Atlantis, right? Is actually Antarctica.
Yeah,
it's a big one.
Atlantis is under ice.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of like scary things happening with the polar caps melting. We have water level rising. You know what I mean? And what if this place ends up being like Waterworld? Just oceans for miles and miles, and there's like no land.
Gotta get gill inserts.
But yeah, I mean, crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. They're finding that there's diseases that men don't even know about. You know what I mean? That's frozen up in the ice caps, and like all kinds of stuff.
And just on virus,
yeah, that is
frozen.
Frozen up in there, and
that's crazy to think about.
When the polar caps start melting, that's
your eye.
One of the things that might get loose,
Do zombies, that's right there.
Or just bubonic plague, like another version of it or something. The what did they call that? The not TB, but what was the other one they said? Consumption. Yeah, like a form of consumption where you start bleeding from your lungs and you start coughing up blood and shit. Ugh.
What?
Yeah. Well, anyway. And that's why, get vaccinated. That's what I say. And vaccinate your kids. That's another whole different topic. But right now we're talking about climate change. The weather's off. It's all cold and snowing here in our mountains on Hawaii, Maui especially. We had a long snow cap haleakala almost over a week, right? I mean, it was, and it got low too.
No, it is like
as low as
2,000 feet.
Yeah, like around Poli Poli. And like I said before, if you know where Poli Poli is, guys, it's pretty low on our mountain. I mean, for us. And also causing a chain reaction, making it in the low 50s in Makawao and Pukalani. And I know, you people in the mainland, low 50s. Oh, bro, I heat up my house to the low 50s. So yeah, we know you guys, that's like shorts and tank top weather for you out there. But we're in Hawaii, so
acclimated.
We're acclimated, man. We're used to, like today, beautiful sun, beach, and a beer. Hacha. Oh man, you know what is worse? Another worse thing than climate change, and everyone's thinking about wars and Trump building this wall and financial crisis and where we're gonna get our oil from and this and that and whose land is whose and all that crap, right? Remember we talked about aliens and stuff last week? Come in here. If aliens were to invade us, right, we'd all band as one. All of that would not matter, right? Just as a thought. If aliens were to come here and invade us, we'd all band together. Koreans, Japanese, we'd all be like, ID4, Independence Day, that movie. We'd all become one. Russia would join up with America, and we'd scrap at the aliens. Come on, suckers, and then we'd find a virus that we could put into their computer and then disrupt their whole function and then kill them all. And then anyway, where I'm going with this, yes, UFOs, all that, yeah, that's all scary. But you know what the scariest thing from outer space is, and that we're not even probably thinking of because we're just living our daily lives and not realizing that we're hurtling through this magnificent universe on this globe called Earth, and we're going through all these different stars and systems, and of course we're encountering meteor belts. Now they say that we pass through meteor belts all the time, and it's like an equivalent of trying to cross a highway where you got these rigs going, and one of these days we're gonna get hit. And that's one thing we're not thinking of, right? So with all this war and all this other craziness and all this other fighting and whose land is what and all that, when it comes down to it, I mean, what do you think wiped out the dinosaurs? Yeah, Quinn? What do you think? A meteor, right?
Aliens.
Aliens. No, man, a meteor. You know, they had meteors come really close to us in the past few years, and I don't think that like NASA or anybody is saying anything just to prevent mass hysteria. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, there's been some meteors that came quite close to us in the past few years, and we don't know about it because we're just living our daily lives, not realizing that a meteor the size of Texas just missed us by 40,000 miles, or I don't know. I know that they have, like in Russia, that meteor that came down. It flew so close over the buildings that it blew out all their windows and stuff, and it crashed in the. I think it was a forest a few miles from that town that it flew over, and it leveled all the trees. Like everything was just there was like anything that thing flew over, it got so close that it just leveled everything. And it was a good thing it didn't land in that town, because if not, I think it would have, killed a lot of people. Right? What do you know? Maybe you can look up the name of that town. I think it was in Russia.
Yeah, I didn't even want to pronounce it.
Huh?
I didn't even want to pronounce it.
Oh, well, what? Can you even try?
Chelyabinsk.
Shalab.
Chelyabinsk. Yeah.
Shalab. Yeah.
But yeah, it was February 15th.
February 15th, 2013. So, I mean, that's pretty recent,
And I don't know, the only thing I'm looking at, I don't know if that a Texas-sized meteor passed already, but they're predicting one to pass 2029.
2029.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got till 2029, guys, to try and figure out a way to deflect this thing. So, like, they made movies about this shit, man.
They're saying it's gonna miss.
Oh, they say it's gonna miss?
Yeah.
Okay, but what if it doesn't? Okay, what if it doesn't? Okay, and it's headed straight for us. I'm talking deep impact, Armageddon shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, we're gonna have to fly some guys up there and try and deflect this thing. What would be the best bet? Like how, like on Deep Impact, they had to fly their ship into the meteor with a nuclear bomb strapped to its back, basically, and they just ignite it in the meteor. They pretty much did a kamikaze run into the asteroid, and they shattered it into a billion little pieces where it just showered down onto Earth. It was a pretty cool movie. We did get hit by like one or two smaller ones before that, which caused major damage. You know what I'm saying? Or just like Armageddon, where those asteroids had to go up there, drill holes into the asteroid and plant nuclear bombs and then set it off. So I mean, that seems like a more.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Okay. Have you seen Deep Impact?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen Armageddon? You damn millennial. Good movies, man. That's why with Aerosmith. I don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, Ben.
I gotta look it up now.
Anyway. Yeah, Armageddon, I think that was with Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and Liv Taylor. Or Tyler, sorry, not Taylor. Tyler. Anyway. Oh, this beer tastes good. Oh, man. Yeah, these kind of things plague my mind, dude. I don't know. It's kind of scary. Joe Rogan had he's always talking about this kind of stuff, meteors and meteors hitting us and causing catastrophic events. And they say that that's probably one of the things that caused like the ice age and caused the extinction of a lot of animals, dinosaurs. And they said that, I mean, I think I remember hearing about, they found this crater that was in I think it's like somewhere in South America, and it looked from the aerial view, it looked like a level forest because all the trees are all grown in. But because of satellites and certain things they can map out geological maps with the satellite, right? They can see the depth of the crater and all that. It was a huge, huge ass crater. Like I think it was like a quarter mile down, and it was like about 2 miles around. And they said it was because of some asteroid impact. So imagine something that huge that could leave an imprint in the earth that big, the kind of damage that thing must have done, you know? They said like you get like a, major tsunamis would pop up everywhere because of the water displacement kind of stuff.
They said there's 11 confirmed
11 confirmed what?
craters in South America.
Craters, yeah? From due to impact from meteors. And huge. I mean, not small, like boom. Enough to maybe move the earth a little bit, and then cause these polar caps.
Yeah, you'd have to think that would have some type of an effect on the magnetic
the rotation of the earth. And I mean, maybe it's just a scary thought, man. I mean, besides the fact that if aliens invaded us, I think if a meteor was coming straight for us, we'd all band together. You know what I mean? People would be like, just America, Korea, Russia, China, we'd all get together and try and figure out a plan on how to deflect this sucker, And Quinn, you gotta watch those movies. Man, those movies. Of course, they defeat the big meteor and it's a happy, happy day, but I mean, still a scary thought, bro.
For sure.
If anything's gonna get rid of all the human race, it's not a nuclear bomb. It's not, I don't believe. It's not nothing like that. Maybe two things. Two things could get rid of the human race. A major disease from the polar caps melting due to climate change, and one of those diseases get free and just annihilate everybody. We all turn to zombies and shit. Or, number two, big ass meteor comes crashing down, smack dab in the middle of New York. Boom! Oh, scary thought.
Smack dab. Is that where it hits in the movie?
No. It hit the ocean. One hits the ocean. I think deep impact. I think two hit, and one is in the ocean, one is somewhere else. I forget. Maybe it was New York. And I know they showed New York getting just tsunamied out, and people running for their lives.
Tsunami's probably the worst thing.
Tsunami, man, that's the one. That's the one that's gonna take us out. Hawaii. They said a 50-meter wave could wipe out a lot of the islands. Just 50 meters. So you figure 1 meter is 3 feet? So 3 times 50, there you go. That's a 150-foot wave. And the one that tsunami that we got due to that Japan earthquake, remember that? And Kahului experienced, Kona, a lot of other places like on Kauai and the Big Island, they got a lot of damage, coastal damage, even Lahaina. Yeah. But they said Kahului, 6-inch tsunami rolled into the harbor, and there was fish in the parking lot at Safeway. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that was a 6-inch wave or rise in the level, water level. So imagine one that's 150 feet. Yeah. So, dude, am I scaring everyone out there? Darn. Yeah, I don't mean to freak everyone out. It's just a little something to think about while you drink your Heineken or Corona or whatever you decide. Cheers.
Tea.
Cheers, everybody. Hey. To another good day. All right. Another good day.
Cheersy.
Yeah, let's just liven up the mood, man. We're getting a little depressing here. You know what? Let's get into movies since we're talking about movies, talking about Armageddon and Deep Impact and all these crazy movies. One of my favorite movies from those type of world Holocaust type. I mean, not to go back into the dark, but is 2012. I like that movie. I think that's a fun movie. John Cusack, he's one of the main guys. You saw that one, right? 2012. That's the same guys who did Independence Day. So anyway, moving on. Entertainment movies coming out April 26th. Avengers, the End Game. I don't know, man. That one's got me. I want to see it real bad. I haven't been this excited to see opening of a movie since, like Lord of the Rings. That kind of excitement. Like, oh man, I can't wait to see this. And they show Ant-Man with him, and that last Ant-Man with Ant-Man and Wasp at the end, where he's stuck in that dimension, and everyone dies, they all turn to ash. You know what I mean? It's like, how does he get out of there? How does he hook up with Captain America again? Thor gets his hammer back. How the heck does he get his hammer back? And Iron Man. This just looks exciting. The trailer's on Facebook. Check it out. Look it up. Maui filmmaker. There's a Maui filmmaker. His last name I think is Betton. Betton. My memory is shot. Sorry guys. But hey, Maui filmmaker is making a new Marvel movie, and it's supposed to be a good one. It's about a kung fu fighter, and they're getting the Asians in it now. So, Disney's, they're going for diversity. I love it. They have Black Panther. They have all these other heroes, different ethnicities. Now they're bringing in the Asians. Look it up. Who is it?
I don't know. I can't find it.
Oh, no. Oh, people are going to be like, what the hell, Ed? He's a Maui filmmaker. Yeah, doing new Marvel Chinese kung fu film. Yeah. And he's from Maui High, bro. He graduated 96, 98. Yeah. Hey, Sabres, man. and he's pulling us, proving us to be successful out there. Maui High guys, we can do it. What's his name? I'm so bad. I heard about him. Someone texted to me.
I don't know. Is this guy Shang-Chi?
Yep, that's the one.
Shang-Chi.
No, that's the name of the character. He is
Destin Daniel Cretin.
Cretin. I'm over here betting. Cretin.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Destin.
Right on, man. That's makes me feel happy inside to see local boys make it. You know what I'm saying? Especially from Maui.
Yeah, he's directing it.
He's directing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the name of the movie? Or the
Master
project?
of Kung Fu.
Master of Kung Fu. It's a Marvel thing. Marvel movie. Wow. That's all I have to say. Wow.
Yeah, he graduated Maui High 96.
96. See, at least I remember that part. Oh, man, that's awesome. Hey, Game of Thrones. Coming up on that. Like, I keep announcing it. I know, I'm excited. It's coming up really soon. People, brush up on your GOT. Season 7. Last one is what? Now, season 8, right? That's the last one. And from what I heard, they have a couple of episodes that's going to be just pure battles. Like, it's going to be exciting. It might be shorter, though, from what I heard. Yeah? Can you look that up real quick, Quinn? Game of Thrones. Last season. Let me see. Episodes. How many episodes, maybe? Yeah, I know they're gonna have just a couple of, like, it's not gonna be like the other seasons where they have like 20 episodes in there. It's gonna be a lot less episodes, but they said that a few of the episodes is gonna be dedicated specifically towards the battle scenes, and it's supposed to be like exciting.
Yeah, I don't know. They're having 6 episodes. I guess.
6. That's a lot less than I thought. That sucks. So what? They're gonna have what? 3 episodes of fighting and 3 episodes of just love making? I don't know. Shit. 6. They should at least have 8. Oh. Oh well.
April 14th, though.
Oh, April 14th. Guys, April, what a month. You got the Avengers coming out. You got Game of Thrones last season coming out. Whew. Hey, you know, you guys seen that I saw on Facebook, a 26-foot anaconda, and they got that anaconda, they filmed it in the Xingu River in Para. Did you see that?
What is that?
26-foot anaconda in the Xingu River. Try and Google that. Check it out. 26 foot. I swear to God, the back looked like a huge crocodile. That's how wide this sucker was. You know how you see the crocodile swimming in the ocean, in the water, and how wide his back is? This sucker, his back was as wide as a crocodile. Scary. And then there's a small part of me that just wanted to grab a machete and try and lop his head off. I hate snakes, especially 26-foot anacondas. Yeah, people, check that one out, man. Talk about
How big did you say?
26.
26.
Yeah, 26 foot.
They said they found this missing man in one.
In one.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean.
23.
That sucker swallowed a whole man. That is scary.
What was a different one?
Okay, so besides aliens attacking us, and then we got to join forces, besides deep impact, where, you know, some meteor is going to hit us, and we're all going to die from extinction level, what do you call it, when everything is wiped out. Okay. Now we got to deal with 26-foot anacondas, dude. Swallowing people.
Oh, well, that's like one person.
That's the kind of stuff you'd see on like Faces of Death when I was a kid. You know what I mean? That's the kind of stuff that they would show on
I
that.
don't think they're too aggressive. They're like, you know, getting like people that are wandering around, probably.
Guy's probably taking a piss. And the anaconda just came up and just, you think you got an anaconda, man? I'm an anaconda. 26 foot.
Dude.
You see the way it's swimming in the river?
I guess snakes would be different, yeah. They're just like
No, dude, check it out. It shows it swimming in the Xingu River. Put in Xingu, Xingu, 26-foot anaconda in Xingu River, and this is in Para. And look at that sucker swim across. I think this is the one. Right here. I think this is the one. There, look at that. Look at that. Dude, this thing is as long as the river. Look at that.
Oh, that's really ridiculous.
Yeah. Look at that. And look his back. That's as wide as a crocodile. You know what I'm saying? Like snakes, you don't think of them as being that wide. Holy crap. And he just slides into the grass like it's nothing. You know? Imagine if that thing was coming after you. What would you do? Isn't there like a small part of you that kind of wish you had a long sword so you can just go and chop his head off?
Do you think you could run from that?
You know, on land, I could outrun I could outrun Dobermans uphill. Yeah, I could outrun that snake. But in the water, you're done. I don't think you could get away. You think you could get away from that sucker?
I don't know.
Scary thought, huh?
Are they slow though?
But yeah, he looks kind of slow, but I mean, they're finding men in their stomachs. You gotta be kind of fast. And I've heard of that happening like a lot. They showed one where the guy was getting swallowed mid swallow. The guys were hitting him with a bat, trying to pull the guy out, and the guy's hanging on, and that snake was swallowing his ass.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. And we were just talking about, speaking of animals attacking, that one with the hippos. Who was I talking about? Well, anyway, I was talking to somebody, and they're mentioning how hippos are like the most dangerous mammal, huh? Like they'll take out lions and shit. So, and then so they had this one where the guys are on a boat, and I guess the guys knew they could see the ripple in the water coming, and so he starts going in the boat like brrr, he starts taking off, accelerating the boat, and this hippo comes out behind it and just tries to like grab them, and that sucker looks so scary. And did you see it? Go check it out.
Yeah, I've seen that
With
the hippo.
The crocodile tries to attack the baby hippo, and you know how the hippos put the baby in the middle? They're all in the water, like up to their like their necks. So it's not too deep, but it's deep enough. And this crocodile swims out there, and he gets too close to the baby, and the hippos start thrashing this crocodile. And this crocodile is not small. This sucker is big, and they're grabbing it and throwing it up in the air. And you can see this huge crocodile getting tossed in the air, doing flips. And he lands in the water. And then before he could even register anything, he has another one on him. Like all these hippos are just like thrashing him. And I think he got away, but man, they just went after him. Yeah, hippos, they'll take you out. If you come back as an animal, what kind of animal would you want to come back as, Queen? Yeah?
This 27-foot anaconda might be the one.
What is that? Oh, the anaconda?
I imagine being that thing.
Oh, jeez. You know what I wouldn't want to be? A Komodo dragon.
Or maybe a tiger.
They're nasty. With the saliva hanging off their mouth. Highly infectious bacteria in their saliva. You see the one where they're hunting they're going after the ox? I think it was an ox. And they're just nipping at his hind legs and just biting him, chomping on him a little bit at a time. And that sucker gets sick. And they'll follow him. They'll just follow him. And then finally the ox gets so sick he just falls over. And then they just start munching on him. It's nasty. They'll eat their own babies. So the babies, what they do is as soon as they're born, they'll go and roll in doo-doo. Because the Komodo dragons won't eat doo-doo. So the babies already know that to survive, to go and roll around in poop. Like a camouflage. Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I always wanted to be like a wolf, but I consider myself more like a lion. Oh man. So, yeah, movies coming out. I'm sorry, we just kind of strayed off on that one, man. It just kicked in, man. 26-foot anaconda is kind of gross. Hey, going into the fights, Till versus Masvidal. They had the weigh-ins in London. Masvidal looks sharp as a freaking axe. Till looks ready. They're gonna throw down. This is gonna be one beef, everybody. One beef, one scrap, ladat. And the winner, I hope, challenges Ben Askren, because Ben Askren is out there right now causing a ruckus. In fact, they had a whole press conference Q&A, London Q&A, involving just Ben Askren, and he was taking on the London fans, man, let me tell you. And I think he won over some London fans as well, because his comebacks was good. He had the crowd getting involved, and they were singing and razzing on him, and he was laughing and they were laughing. It was a really good press conference Q&A, you know what I'm saying? Also on the stage with Ben Askren, and back to Till versus Masvidal, not to take away from the excitement of their fight, but just by Ben Askren being out there and doing this press conference and all that out there. I think he's kind of stealing the thunder away from them, you know, that main event, because he's the challenger. He just beat Robbie Lawler. London hates him. So he's bringing the American USA power. And he's a good speaker. He's intelligent, clearly spoken, and he dresses funny. So that's, you know, his hair is curly and bushy, and, you know, he's funky, man. He's exactly what he calls himself. He's Funky Ben Askren, and he's out there just causing a ruckus, like I said. But anyway, also on the stage with him was Dan Hardy, who I miss. He used to be a good fighter. I think his fighting name was The Outlaw. And he used to go out there with a bandana on and a mohawk. And also Joanne Calderwood, also known as JoJo. And she was up there answering questions along with Ben Askren. And let me tell you, this girl is so cute. Her voice is so soft. She has that, I think she's Scottish or Irish, and she has that accent, and she's just so polite and pleasant, and yet she goes in that cage and she can bang. Let me tell you. So, yeah, she's on the stage with Dan Hardy and Ben Askren, and it was just a good show. You guys should check it out on YouTube if you really want to laugh and get entertained by this upcoming UFC bout with Till versus Masvidal. Did you see that yet, Quinn?
What is it? No.
No, you didn't see that?
Yeah.
Oh man, it was fun. It was fun. So I don't know what Dana's thinking. You know, he really wants Ben to rematch Robbie, and Ben's like, you know, I don't think so. But Dana's really pushing the issue. I don't know. Does he have a problem with Ben? Who knows? Like how Ben said, he thinks maybe about 70% yes, 30% no. Anyway, hey, we're coming up on 37 minutes. I hope this wasn't a boring one for you, or I hope this wasn't one that made you get anxiety when you look up at the sky at night and you see those falling stars, quote unquote. Yeah, those are actually meteors trying to conquer the earth. Well, hey, until next week, we'll catch you then, man. Loud from Maui. Quinn, you got anything to say to our people out there? Catch us on what? Facebook?
Yeah.
YouTube?
Oh, we can't get in our Twitter yet.
Still.
Yeah.
We still can't get in there. Twitter, we made a mistake, okay? We are not 1 year old. I know you have to be 13 or older to have a Twitter account. Just come on. We thought that you were asking for the birth of our podcast. Well, actually, we kind of figured what you're asking us, but we try to be smart. And now we're without Twitter. But anyway, we're on other social media. Check us out. Loud from Maui. All right, everybody. You know how it goes. Shoots, Ladat.